And now your 13 News Now weather forecast, certified most accurate in Hampton Roads.
Well, if you had any doubts that winter was here, I think those doubts were certainly put aside, as today we saw some rain, some snow through parts of North Carolina, one or two flurries here in Virginia as well. And now that cold air is blowing in. If you haven't been outside in the past half hour or so, those winds have really started to pick up. Nothing showing up on radar right now, though we can't totally rule out later tonight or during the day tomorrow, maybe an isolated flurry or two due to some of those winds blowing down the Chesapeake Bay, what we call Bay effect snow. And we see these plumes oftentimes set up. Have the conditions just right, with the wind coming in at an exact direction out of the north to blow down the Chesapeake Bay to produce some of those isolated snow showers, but we could see that later tonight and tomorrow. Here's the rain that we saw earlier today. We had some sleet mixing in, even across parts of Chesapeake and Virginia Beach, and on that northern edge back towards Edenton and parts of Gates County and over towards Elizabeth City, we saw some snow mixing in, maybe even enough we got a couple of reports that some of it was starting to stick on the ground, but that has now worked its way off towards the east. You can see that batch of moisture rolling eastward. And now we are looking at partly cloudy skies later tonight. And as we widen the view across the country, this is the next system that'll bring us some clouds on Friday. But right now, just that cold air is draped all across here, across the eastern half of the country. And that will continue to dive southward. And we'll see some ups and downs over the next few days, but some big changes coming up as we go through the next few days. So through the evening hours, partly cloudy skies, that rain moves out. There's one of those Bay effect plumes starting to set up as we get towards the 10, 11 o'clock hours. So don't be too surprised if we see an isolated flurry or two, and even late tonight and into tomorrow morning. Several of the computer models are forecasting that, and this is about that time of year that we could see that setting up with those winds coming out of the north. But look at these temperatures tomorrow morning, starting out in the teens to low to mid 20s, and when you factor in those winds, it will feel even colder than that, single digits in some spots tomorrow morning. Teens for the rest of us, and temperatures as we go through the day struggling to get out of the upper 20s to reach the 30-degree mark into the afternoon. I think we'll officially go about 30 or 31 for a high tomorrow, but again, blustery conditions tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Partly cloudy skies as we go through tomorrow night. And here are a few more of those clouds moving in on Friday. Can't totally rule out an isolated sprinkle. Temperatures by afternoon into the upper 30s to low 40s for the day on Friday. There's some of the clouds that we have outside right now. Every once in a while, a few peaks of sunshine, 38 degrees. Winds coming in out of the north at 15 miles per hour, 41 in Emporia, 36 Virginia Beach, 40 in Manio, and 32 up at Wallops Island. So for tonight, partly cloudy, brisk, an isolated flurry or two possible, 21 degrees, and 31 tomorrow. Partly sunny and cold, and that chance of a Bay effect snow shower possible. Extended forecast Friday up to 41, 44 on Saturday. Then another push of even colder air works in for Sunday, 31, 29 on New Year's Day, Monday. Maybe even an isolated snow flurry or two there as well. And we're back up into the upper 30s by the middle of next week.